Yes, this is our intro to fantasy special for the Banter Boyz podcast.
I cheat the system every year, and
We could actually
I do
start
a
with
state of
that
trade
because then
about
when
halfway
then
through
we
the
could
season.
I could clip whenever she's ready.
Who
we just
I do
needed-
or you do, Wes? You're known as the swindler. You're back in the league, known as the
Um,
swindler.
I mean,
Wes,
my
you
job is involving negotiations, so I would suspect that I do negotiate, but I don't swindle, which would assume that I am doing something illegal.
Let's wait for the podcast to do this, okay?
All right, who's introing? We can go. We're recording.
JP.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I
that's
think so.
great. Banter Boyz podcast followers, subscribers, and enthusiasts, welcome to episode
9.
9.
9.
Number 9.
Fantasy special.
The fantasy special, the intro
Plus-
to how a bunch of Americans who follow the Premier League play fantasy. You will find out our draft order, plus Mr. Foley.
We have the waiver order as well. We're gonna do random waivers for the first week.
Ooh, that's right. We have a
Yes.
duck race on our hands
do
to
the duck
determine the
race.
waiver order.
Yes. So fantasy. Who wants to describe our fantasy league?
Yeah, so fantasy, we do it a little bit differently than the Europeans do. They love their, auction salary cap, or not an auction, it's just the salary
Yeah,
cap
just the-
system
yeah.
where, like you get an allotted amount of money, they assign values to players based on, better the player, more points they're going to give you, the higher the value. Throughout the season, the value goes up and down. It's not how we do it. We do it like Americans do it. Snake draft. The first person in the draft order gets the first pick, goes down 1 through 10, and then it starts up again 10 through 9. Put your best team out there, and instead of selling players for more money to go buy people, you do trades. You pick up free agents. January's a big time when the transfer window opens up. Whoever's in last place basically gets the first shot at picking up players when they transfer over to the Premier League. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of intensity, and we'll go into how some people have a history of swindling trades to the amongst their peers who don't pay attention as well as others do. Wes,
Also,
anyone else? What I missed? Did I miss anything?
it's also very tough for Americans to do this. It's not as tough for us three. It's a little bit tougher to JP because you basically have to set your lineup before the game starts. So when it is a 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff, you have until 6:59 to start, look at who's coming out. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, they're resting, Holland this week. Okay, I got to swap him out for my backup. But now for JP, who lives all the way in the West Coast, what time do you have to wake up?
I have alarms set for 3:45, 5:45, 6:45. Yeah, there have been some nights that I will drink like 4 of those Arizona hard iced teas at 11 o'clock at night, and I will pull an all-nighter just to make sure that I get my lineup set in the morning.
Yeah.
And
so-
he does all this, which is true dedication, all to finish third place behind me.
I did finish third place this past year. It's true. It's hilarious because in the past 2 years in our fantasy league, there has been a huge dialogue about people who halfway through the season, and that might be pushing it. It may be a third of the way through the season that stop
it's
setting their
holiday
lineups
time.
because they're done, dead, and dusted. They aren't going anywhere but down. They stop setting lineups. And I'm sitting here in the final week of the season calling people, trying to get them to set a lineup before they walk out to get married. Shout out Nick Del Greco.
Sounds like a swindler. Sounds
A
like
swindler?
a swindler.
No, Wesley.
So,
I try
hi,
it.
guys.
It's extremely hard.
This is Wesley, inaugural first season champion
Say your
of
full
this
name.
fantasy league. Wesley
Almost
Crumble.
ready for you.
Wesley the
Inaugural.
Swindler.
Wesley the Swindler.
Nope.
Crumble. Yep.
Nope.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think we have
We have Baby Riley making
I
her
can't
podcast.
see. Whoa,
podcast
hold on. I cannot see Kyle's video. It says failed to start camera.
Well, that's on you, Wes, because
That's
everyone
on
else
you, yeah.
sees it.
How's she doing?
No, I have to visually see what's going on here.
Wes, if you really can't see it, you'll see it when we post the video.
It's
Yeah.
genuinely only you. We could both see it.
Hang on.
Do not go in with the mindset that we're trying to swindle you.
Yeah, like this is all recorded, so you'll see it on the podcast.
Wes thinks
This
we're
is
gonna
it is
swindle him
day
and give
one.
him a
We
crappy
haven't
draft pick.
even selected the draft order, and Wes is all ready to start throwing out accusations
Yeah,
of everyone else cheating.
Wait,
I'm not throwing accusations
Hold
out.
on. Kyle, is the audio recording? Did we check?
Audio is good. Everything's good.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, I
So
know you are with
This is
child.
your
so let's-
trophy. This is your trophy.
Wes,
We have
click
some
try
past
again.
winners.
Did you click try again?
We have past winners
Multiple
here.
times.
Oh, there's a cool name on that side panel.
There was.
Woo!
Yeah, there's Nikos over there. There's a Wesley right there. We got a Kyle right there, and then the new one will be Dylan.
We're back. I have visual.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
Is everything
So-
to your liking, Mr. Wesley?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm
All
glad.
right, so all of these
Just-
names are going to be written on a piece of paper. We have them right here. So I'm going to start throwing them in. Okay, we have Dylan. We're going to fold everything in half one time. Perfectly. It's going in the cup. The names are going in order of how they finish. So Dylan, Nikos, JP. We have Kyle Canna, the United fan who's supposed to be on this podcast, but can't get his stuff together.
Clown.
Nick, another United fan. Nick did better than United did this year. That's pretty good.
What's
That's not
hilarious
saying a
if
lot.
you combine
That's not
if you
saying a
combine
lot.
Canna at 4th and Nick Del Greco at 5th, that's 9. That's still higher than United finished.
Me, we have RJ, and Wes gets the best odds because he's taking over for Stairs, who didn't do good, so he gets to go in last. Shake it all up. Names are in there, so
Wait.
All right.
Before
Let me see you dig. Let me see you dig your hand in there and swirl
Give it,
around.
give it, yeah, no, give it a good
Kyle?
okay.
swirl.
Kyle?
Yeah.
Can you just tell Vanessa that if she picks a bad spot for me, Gemma is not allowed to be your daughter's friend?
Wes said Gemma will not be Riley's best friend if you pick a bad pick.
Okay.
All right.
She's gonna purposely pick a bad pick.
Oh, I love that she's
So
got
make
the costume on.
Yeah, he loves that you're wearing the kit.
The
Yeah,
costume.
costume.
She's got the costume.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
Make sure you
gets her
just get one.
scary.
Because
Okay.
All right.
it's a-
All right, here we go.
All right, so first pick
all right, here
in
we
the
go.
2025-26 draft is Sousa. Pick number one. Pick number one.
Sousa number
Okay.
That's the
Interesting.
best person to have the first overall pick if he's
Am I
gonna
doing
fumble
my
it
best?
Yeah.
so bad.
I mean,
Okay.
Hoyland's going first.
And number two is Dylan. Dylan
Ooh.
number two.
Dylan. The reigning champion.
Okay, a little swirl. Okay. Let's see.
What?
Pick
I'd be
number
cool with
three,
three.
is Wes.
No!
Number three. Not happy with number three.
Why?
Wes isn't happy. That's hilarious because 3 is a great spot to be.
Three is a good spot. Andres. Pick number 4. Okay. All right. Who's getting
Look
the
at Wes
fifth
is already
pick?
contemplating his season.
RJ.
RJ, number 5, right in the middle.
Come on. I'm gonna be
Okay.
sad.
Did they hate me?
Mikos,
No.
you and I are going to be 9-10.
RJ's only picked first, so this is interesting.
JP.
JP, number 6.
Wes
That's
is
a
so
tough
mad.
spot.
Not
All right,
many
no.
names
So mad.
left.
I was
Not
7
many
last
names
year.
left. Kyle Canna. Oh, right after JP. That's going to be a battle. That's going to be a battle on draft day. They like taking each other's
Wait.
picks.
Who's left?
Kyle Foley.
Then it is
Foley?
me.
God
Kyle
damn it.
Foley is next, number 7, latest I've picked in fantasy.
That was 8.
I kind of like being 8, 9, 10. I'm not gonna lie.
Nikos next up.
It's kind of a.
We'll take.
I think there's only 2 left.
Okay.
No, there's 1 left. Right?
Nick
Oh, there's 1. Nick.
and Nick.
Okay.
Bat and cleanup
All right.
this
so
year.
9.
He
Nick's
will
10.
like that 9 spot, to be honest.
Yes. So,
Okay.
well, thank you. Thank you, Riley. You did a great job picking first
wait,
year
wait.
fantasy.
Who was
Good
number
job,
10?
girls.
Nick.
Del Greco.
Okay.
Oh,
So I will reconfirm the order right here. First
Yep.
pick, Sousa.
JP.
Second pick.
JP again.
Second pick, our reigning champion, Dylan. Third pick, Wes the Swindler Cromble.
Inaugural champion.
Fourth pick, Andres. Fifth
Yep.
pick, RJ. Sixth pick, JP. Seventh pick, Baldy. Eighth pick, Foley. Ninth pick, Mr. Nikos. And 10th pick, Nick Del Greco.
That is
Nick
fantastic.
won the league, I believe, when he last got last pick.
Ooh. Okay.
I think last pick is like first or second best position.
I do
Wes,
like the
sixth
back
is a
half.
tough spot. I can't believe your reaction to picking third because you still get a top player, and then you get to pick before the other guys who picked
Yeah.
two
Third
of the top
and fourth
players.
are good. I don't really like 1 and 2 with fantasy soccer because if you get like a Holland, you're now getting the 20th best person coming around. So your team is like all the top strikers are gone.
You have to
You
hope
got
you
a top
cash in on him.
striker, but now it's like you need first pick to literally be the best player in fantasy, and that is so hard to.
I'm
you know,
looking
to
at the
count for.
draft order. This sucks.
The more I think about it, the more that I'm actually cool with third. But I will say, I think JP at 6 is probably the toughest spot. You have no picks close to each other, and
Naturally,
you have
Wes
to
thinks that.
and you have to hope that there is a elite day in or week in, week out player at 6, which there could be, but that's a much riskier pick. And then you're waiting. Yeah, I just don't like that.
I mean, in this format last season, the top 6 players were Salah, who I would imagine probably it's either him or Holland who goes 1. So what? Holland and Salah are 2, 1 and 2. And Buemo was the second best player in fantasy last season.
He was not drafted probably the first 2 rounds, I would think.
Definitely
Wait,
not.
hold on. Cole Palmer's hurt. All right, I guess no one can pick him. He just had an injury, and I don't think I would pick him.
I wonder who I'm
guess-
going to pick
wait,
at
guess
8. Wait,
what
who
round?
am I going to pick at 8? I don't know.
Guess what
I'm not-
round Buemo was picked? Guess what round Buemo was picked?
Fourth.
6.
5th pick of the 4th round.
Damn.
Wow.
Kyle,
So,
I'm
I
just gonna warn
mean-
you right now. I am gonna have to think about it.
At number 3?
He's gonna go early.
I don't know. I don't think he makes the 8.
Because also think of all the names that are out there now. We have Isak, we have Etikite, we have João Pedro, we have Gyökeres, we have all these like new strikers that
Yeah,
are around that
Salah.
are like we have Salah, we have Holland. So honestly,
Yeah,
this is like the first year in a while
Saka,
where like
Cole Palmer.
everyone's gonna have like a solid striker, and that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Actually, I probably would take. Yeah, do you take Saka,
Saka?
over Gyökeres?
Ooh, that's a tough
Well, it's
one.
tough.
Who
You
were the
got it
first two picks?
because-
Gyökeres.
Who were the first two
It's-
picks?
Like Holland and Salah.
Souza and
probably.
Dylan. Probably Holland and Salah are the first 2. So here's what's tough though, because like Wes, it's kind of easy for you because Holland and Salah are probably 1 and 2. So you basically have 12
The field.
days to figure out who you want out of those.
Yeah, you get to
And
pick whatever
if one of those
Arsenal
2
player
doesn't
you
get
want.
picked, and if one of those 2 don't get picked, easy pick.
Yeah.
You get one of those 2.
I'm
Um,
not paying you for this coaching, but thank you.
But like,
So
so no. But here's what I was gonna say. Like, for myself, for Foley, for Nikos, it starts getting a little more difficult. It's gonna be easier for me than you 2, but like, it depends on the trend of the draft, right? Like, who's going? Is it strikers or is it midfielders who play up top?
Also,
Nikos
wingers,
is
yeah.
8.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
8.
Like,
No, I'm
Salah
not.
counts as a midfielder
Yeah.
in some of these.
but also
Salah
a
counts
lot of
as
people,
midfielder. Son counts as midfielder.
a lot of people pick with their heart too. I know Can is going to go ahead and like maybe pick a Man U player. I know Wes, you're going to lean towards an Arsenal player. You're going to get that third spot and be like, I got to take Saka or Gyökeres, and you're gonna die by that. So a lot of people pick with
Probably.
their heart.
I think you're nailing it on the head, but I think I'm gonna regret it no matter what I do until the end
You
of
will.
the season, and then I'll.
I'll tell you this, Nikos. There's 0 shot you can get Gyökeres because he does not make it past pick 8.
No, that's literally okay. That is
There's no
okay.
shot. I will tell you
I
right
have
now.
a team name, and I need to uphold my team name standard, and it better be Cole Palmer.
Yeah, better be Colt Palmer, and then Wes is
Ice
gonna
Cole
pick.
Palmers.
Wes is gonna pick Martinelli with his first pick, just so he could be called Jin Martinelli again.
You can do that with your second. That's a good second or third round pick.
Let me tell you, he'll be available.
Well, let's figure out what the waiver order is going to be. Brought to you
I
by
think-
duckrace.com. We're sponsored by them. We get a lot of money from them. Love duckrace.com.
Yeah, so far they have sent $0, and so far in the 2025 year billing, we have billed them for $0, and we probably will bill them for $0.
Unless they've done unethical stuff, then we are not associated with them.
Correct.
Yeah.
We just
So-
Correct.
Based on the order
So-
of finishing is what your waiver is going to be for the first week after the first game week waivers. So very important.
Exactly.
You want to
So-
be first. You
Oh
want
shit!
a
Here we
top
go.
Three.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we
JP's
go.
got
Let's
an
go, let's
early
go, let's go.
lead.
We got a
Oh,
1 minute duck
where
race.
am I?
And JP
Oh,
and
man.
Crick Law. The
Let's
Power Ducks in
go,
first
let's
place.
go.
Come on, baby.
Come on. Come on.
JP. Okay, JP's in first. Where
Come
am
on,
I?
baby.
Purple duck.
Oh,
Purple
JP's
duck.
in
Oh,
first.
wait a minute. Oh shit!
Let's go.
Let's
man.
go.
That's a good lead.
Oh, Wes.
Why am I,
Wait,
Wes.
no.
why am
Oh,
I
no.
a security guard from 1940?
All right, JP. Oh,
Oh,
JP.
no.
You're losing
Oh,
steam.
no.
You're losing
Oh, no.
steam. I don't like how Kyle
Can't
Piano's
Nikos is
first.
catching up.
Let's
Purple
go.
Nikos got it.
Purple
Let's go.
Nikos has a good
Let's go.
run.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Let's
number
go.
two,
it's starting to
coming
get
around the
tight.
outside, coming around the outside, coming
Oh,
Oh, who's
let's
going to
go.
make the final
Oh, come on.
push?
No, 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 no.
No.
Come on.
Pick it back up. Let's
Go.
go. Let's go. Let's go. Pick it back up. Come on, JP. Come on,
Oh,
JP.
Nick's coming out of nowhere.
Nick's coming out of nowhere.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is happening? Oh, my God. Go, Andres. Oh, oh, my God. Click the cup. Let's see what the final results. Andres, Kyle Cano, West gets a top 3 pick of
and 9.
waivers. Oh, my God.
Wait,
Eighth.
Wes
Can't
finished
believe-
third. Wait, hold on. Can we take a second? Wes's pick is third. He finished third. Kyle and I
Yep.
finished 8th and 9. We're
it was
picking
8
8 and 9. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wow.
Listen, the Ducks don't lie.
The Ducks don't
I
lie.
hate that I finished 5th because I had such a good lead. It was
You don't-
almost
you don't
like
want the lead early.
it was equivalent to Arsenal in the title race. I was in the lead,
You
in the
had
lead, in
it.
the lead, and then I
had
bottled
it.
it at the end.
You had it. Wow.
You never had.
I'm
a
gonna
chance.
throw a tantrum. I'm gonna do it.
Sad.
Me and Nico's never had a chance. Our guys were just not in it, man. They were
Sad.
just loving the ocean, and sometimes that happens, and that's
They-
Can I say
they-
that?
honestly,
mine
They
mine had the most clothing on. I think I need some kind of handicap for the fact that I have more weight on my duck's body. What is going on?
not very aerodynamic with the 1940s British cop outfit you got going on over there.
I'd
Leave
say
it to Wes.
Kyle.
Let's come up with
I don't know if I'd
excuses
call it
for an
British.
animated duck.
My guy's got sunburn. I mean, he is.
Kyle
I guess
and
he's got
I's
the Arsenal
duck.
kit.
We weren't in it for sport. We were in it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
RJ being
Woof.
a duck with a snorkel on really fits RJ as a person. So that
He needed
just
the goggles
really,
to see.
That really works. He does need the goggles to see. RJ is blind.
God damn it.
All right, let's switch. Let's get this duck race out of here, and we'll move on with the podcast.
Okay, go ahead, Arsenal guys. Go ahead. This is
Can we
this
do
is
it?
your
Can we
segment.
do it? Can we all do it? Can we all do it just for the thumbnail?
I don't even know how to.
You go over top. Yeah. There you go. Can we all do it? Just do it one time, please.
I'm not fucking doing it.
But
I'm not doing it.
You're probably going to see this about 23 times in the Premier League this year.
okay, 23.
No,
a
we
good
won't.
number.
23 times in the Premier League? That's a fucking bold claim.
Bold.
He's so jealous. He's so
What's
jealous.
our hot take? I'm gonna go. I think it's over 20. In the
If he's-
Premier League.
If he's
What's
healthy
my
and
hot
plays
take?
all the games, yes.
My hot take is that he needs to outscore Marino to not be considered a bust, and he's
So
not
that's
going to
9.
score more than Marino did last season. So he's going to
What
be
did Marino
single
have?
Yeah,
digits.
but that's easy.
9.
They'll
You don't
do
think
it
he'll
before
double
Thanksgiving.
18 of his goals in Portugal came from the penalty spot. Let's
It
remember
is a
that.
question.
Not-
It is a question
not
if he
his-
takes Pens for Arsenal. That is a huge question because it usually is
Even that
Saka.
Is he going to take Pence?
I
I
have
don't know.
no idea. Even Arteta was asked, and Arteta was like, "The pen takers can figure it out, which will be Saka, Odegaard, and him. Those are our, it's Saka first. Odegaard is our second.
Maybe
I think they give it to him.
I think they give it to him at least for like if he hasn't scored yet and Arsenal's awarded a pen, they give him the first one.
Yeah,
I was gonna say first PK is going to him if he hasn't
Like-
scored.
yeah.
Yeah, if he hasn't scored, it's a no-brainer. He gets it. After that, I mean, what they settle it on the training ground, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, maybe a little competition when they're back in London.
And
So,
that is where
okay,
I grapple with the third
Arsenal
pick.
guys, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel?
I'm excited. I'm pretty excited. I'm happy that we've only ever done this one other time with Arteta is buying the ready-made person for that position. The only other time we've done it is Declan Rice. We've always got he could be the guy, or he might be good. He's young. He's got a lot of potential. He's got a high ceiling. We never bought we're going for somebody who's a top 5, top 10 at their position. You know what I mean? If you look at the strikers available this summer, he's a top 3, possibly top 2 guy for who's available if Isak is going to move. So we got the ready-made person. We got the person who scored the most goals the last 2 seasons. Granted, yes, it is in Portugal, but we had a DM score 9 goals, like JP said. So I think we get the guys in the positions. I think he can do it. Also, throughout this process, I think me and Wes both wanted Sesko. We both wanted the younger guy who was going to last longer. We know we can get 10 years out of him. But there are certain things that he did, Gyökeres, in this transfer, only saying he wants to go to Arsenal, didn't want to go to Manchester United, didn't want to go to Saudi, didn't want to go to anywhere else. I only want to go there. Took less money to come here. His agent waived his fee to come here. And then he came here and said, give me that 14 shirt. That 14 shirt means so much to Arsenal fans, to the entire club. That is the shirt of shirts for probably, like, that 14 means more to Arsenal than any other shirt means for any team. That is so important.
Who
He
wore it
wanted that. What'd you say?
Who wore it last?
Not somebody that deserves it.
Who was it?
Aubameyang.
No, somebody wore it after him. Eddie
wore it?
Nketiah.
Oh, Eddie.
The hit-
Nketiah.
Yeah,
yeah, his number-
he had.
This number seems very prestigious for the last two
Yeah, I
people
mean,
that
I think
had it.
honestly, the only person who's deserved it since him is Aubameyang, because I think Theo Walcott took it after Henry
did.
was there. I think it was him. I mean, to me, they probably should have retired it. That should have been one of the numbers that you retire. Granted, because it's not one of the 1 through 11s, it's one of like the sub numbers.
Right,
but
and I
he
mean,
wanted
like
that shirt.
the player who really made 14 that number, like he won Arsenal the Champions League, he won Arsenal everything, right?
Yeah, he won.
Yes.
He won them everything.
Yeah. You guys won the
did.
Champions League.
Yeah. But so he wanted that number. He wants the pressure. The stories of Sesko, that apparently Sesko wanted to come to Arsenal. He watched Arsenal beat Chelsea 5-0 at the end of last season and thought
Piece
to
of
himself
cake.
that he couldn't supplant Havertz as the top striker. So that's why he didn't want to go there.
I'm sure that's factual.
It's not from a Arsenal account whatsoever. It's just like a Fabrizio type of
I'm
person.
sure
So
whoever
it is
said
not
that.
it's not Arsenal related. But there was also other stories that he was nervous about coming somewhere with a striker already, doesn't want to have that competition. Like even Victor Gyökeres, he's had like his like stupid little interviews where they ask him questions like, "What do you want to do here?" "Oh, I want to win everything." Like it's like everybody gives the same answer. But the new thing this year is that Odegaard's been writing a note to all the transfers, like a little handwritten note, and they read it. Okay, like that's their little stupid gimmicky thing. But Odegaard writes in all of them, like, "Let me know if you need anything." And he reads it and goes, "I just need assists." Which is fucking hilarious. Just
This
give
fucking
me
club.
assists. I don't
This
need
club
anything
is
else.
the biggest meme club I've ever heard of in my life. I saw I sent it to you guys, the AFTV video of like
yeah, that was
the voiceover of Gyökeres being Bane. Shut the fuck up,
well,
dude.
that's because they did the
Gyökeres
dance.
isn't even close.
They
It's
did
not.
the dance
So
a few
I,
years ago. So
You
they
seem
thing
so
is-
bothered by it.
it's funny because, well, no, I'm getting ready to diarrhea all over your chocolate sundae here. I have said on multiple episodes, I am more afraid of Gyökeres than Sesko. I have done a deep dive. Gyökeres is not the guy Arsenal needed. He doesn't fit in the system. He's okay at hold up play, but not a great passer of the ball.
I agree.
He dribbles way too much. He's a guy who needs the ball and is running in on goal. He needs the ball at his feet in the box. He beat some defenders in Portugal. Not going to happen in the Premier League. In the air, when he's alone, yeah, he could put an accurate header on. But when he's under pressure, dog shit. Dog shit. He looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. That's Gyökeres. And it is going to be a very interesting season for Arsenal because I think halfway through the season, you guys are going to be mad that you don't see Havertz on the team sheet and you see Victor.
Well, that's all those reasons are why I wanted Sesko. I thought that Sesko fit us better, taller, better in the air, faster, better like physical attributes as a striker. But I think Victor is definitely stronger. To me, Victor is like the Lacazette. When we had Lacazette and Aubameyang, Lacazette was just, not that great, like you said, hold up play. But you just pass him the ball in the box, he's going to just turn and shoot, and that's what he's going to do. And we don't have anybody that does that. Like Havertz is like the false nine role. Like he would be happier passing it than he would be shooting it. We now have somebody who'd be happier shooting it.
You should have just gone balls to the wall and gotten Isak. Isak would have been beautiful for Arsenal.
I think that was the perfect person for Arsenal. I just think that we wouldn't have spent that money on just one position because that would have stopped us from getting an Eze or a winger or anybody else. It probably would have stopped us from getting Mosquera as a backup center back. It would have been Zubimendi, Isak, window done. Kepa.
I think you sign Mosquera, you let Saliba go to Madrid, you buy Isak. That would have been if I were Arsenal. That's what I would have done because I think Madrid would have gone ahead and bought Saliba if you guys called him, and they would have given you good money for him. And I cannot wait until one of you two drafts Gyökeres because it's going to be the death of your season.
You think so? Okay. Wes,
These may be some bold claims, but that's where I'm at.
It's definitely nerve-wracking because of the Portugal league. You know what I mean? There is the error. You know what I mean? Like there's a range of errors.
Listen,
here, like
he couldn't beat out Evan Ferguson.
Yeah. You know what's
right?
weird? Brighton
Is that
wanted
who
like
he's up
100
against?
million.
Right?
They wanted 100 million for him like last summer, and now he's going on loan to Roma.
Yeah, because they smoke crack. But
yeah. Wes, thoughts?
Yeah, we just heard from someone that doesn't really know the sport of football and just spewed out wishes, hopes, and dreams that just aren't going to happen. I'm going to be very realistic. The ultimate thing here is time. Like anything, it can go one of two ways, but I think it's going to be somewhere slightly above par or slightly enough that people are like, he was definitely worth it. Not just, okay, he was worth it, like definitely worth it. And I'm excited. And I think one of the greatest things about this that we don't get enough credit for is the fee that we paid for this guy. When you look at what everyone else was going for, or even what they went for a few years ago. Remember, Højlund was $72 million to Man U. We got this guy for like 10 mil less with the add-ons. So I think business-wise,
he's almost 30.
He just turned 27. Like literally
yeah,
a
he
month ago.
just turned 27. Okay, thank you, though.
if I
It
can
is
add
probably
something,
some of the best financial piece of business in the
Please,
offseason
Nikos,
so
I'm
far
losing
for
brain
the
cells.
production and stats.
if I can add something. Now, we were just saying how, Wes, what's your thoughts on it? And it's not reassuring that your first thought was, this is going to take time. That was the first words that came out of your mouth.
No, I
Did
did not
it,
say
the first
I
words
did
that came out of
not.
your mouth was that this
Whoever's
could
watching
take.
it, go back. I did
Did
not
he
say.
not? Did he not say
I
his first words on Gyökeres was something about needing? It might need to take some time.
can I state exactly what I said?
Please.
I said ultimately time will tell. I did not say this is going to take time. I just said time will tell.
I'm gonna put it debatable, and we're gonna have to throw a flag on the play there for review.
there's a big difference, and of course, a fake London fan being from Chelsea
I'm gonna need a.
needs to try
VAR.
and twist it into something else. So I
So,
said time
We'll
will
throw a
ultimately
flag on
tell.
the. We'll throw a flag on the play there and review after the episode. But
It's not
if
going to look
that
good
is
for
if
you.
that
It's
is
not
the
gonna look good.
case, if that is the case, how much time do you guys have?
By
Us.
December, we're by the January 1 date, we're going to know if he's doing well or not.
I
But-
actually I disagree with Wes. He has until August 16th to get
Yes, exactly.
ready.
He
I
needs to
think
come out
he
the
needs,
door.
He needs to come out.
wing
He
it.
needs to come out. Now, granted, Havertz might start the first couple of games, and he may have a 4 to 5 game window to slowly take over that role. That might be what happens. Who knows?
Hope not.
I think with Sesko, we would have all said, listen, he's 22. He's got to go at least a season before we know. It's going to take him he's still super young. It's going to take him a season or two. And maybe in 3 years, he's going to be, Isak level or, that would have been the Sesko conversation. I think
Here's what's gonna
he does have to hit the ground running. He hasn't been training because he said he's not going to train with Sporting, so he has no minutes under his legs. He hasn't been running. He's been vacationing in Greece. He's been breaking up with his girlfriend, buying a house in London. So he's been, doing a lot of stuff. So he definitely, he is on the tour now. They're going to Hong Kong, I believe. And we play Spurs Wednesday.
Is he expected to play that game?
I think he's going to be on the bench. I would imagine you do like the 15 minutes, the 10 minutes
If
at the
he
end.
doesn't get to play the next game, that's going to be scary. I think this is what's going to happen. I think you guys might get upset week 1 by Man U, who are already integrating some of their new players. And I'm sure you guys are as well.
They only have 2.
Some of their new players, but they're integrating. And you guys are putting in some of your new players, but your key player has not been in the team yet. He's going to come in week 1 with 15 minutes under his belt with the team, and he's going to have the weights of his world on his shoulders. And I think you guys get upset, Man U, week 1. And honestly, JP, you'll like this. That's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
It's a spoiler.
So they
Kyle,
play.
Kyle, this may have to turn into an AA meeting. This is so sad. This is so sad.
So Nico's, they play Wednesday. Let me just say they play Thursday against Spurs, and then August 6th they play Villarreal, and then the 9th they play Athletic Club. So they have
he's
three
got
preseason
time
matches.
to get in.
So the Spurs match, he isn't going to start. There's no way he starts. But I will say the Villarreal match, that then a week later, he might play either the first half or second half, and then maybe starting on that 9th would be, I think, what most Arsenal fans would want to see.
Wes, in your head, do these like plausibilities not run? Like, if you do not agree that he needs to come out swinging week 1, and there's a chance that Man U could come and upset you guys at Old Trafford, or is that like, oh, that's beneath us, it'll never happen?
Yeah, the United thing, no way.
Kyle,
But continue.
they whenever they want to express something that they hope happens, they're like, "Well, it could happen. I could see them not beating the Man U on the first
I
week."
cannot wait to post on TikTok this video with the sad music in black and white after week 1.
You're gonna tell me that
fucking wait.
you're gonna tell me I'm
I
okay
can't
and I'm
fucking
not
wait.
that one.
And like we're gonna
Kyle,
do that,
you
and then we're gonna play
understand-
me saying that just now because that's what's gonna happen.
You understand how big we are for the fact that they love going after us more than they do supporting their own club.
Listen,
It has
That's
nothing to do with how
That's
big you are.
no. That is
That we're
tough.
friends. That's all it is.
That's tough. That's coming. No,
Arsenal's
Wes, shut
little
up.
brother.
Shut up.
JP hasn't
Wes,
mentioned Man
I'm
City
speaking
once,
here. Wes, I'm
and
speaking
Nikos
here.
hasn't mentioned
Wes,
Chelsea
I am
once.
speaking here. You have spent the last 5 or 6 years doing nothing but shitting and woe is me about Arsenal. For years. You've been like, oh, Arsenal suck. And then I'm going to shit on oil money. And boo-hoo, the refs hate us. Everyone around us is cheating us. Chelsea buy their team. City buy their team. Liverpool buy their team. Wah, wah, wah. All you do is you wake up. I can go back to how many text messages. At 7 a.m., you're spewing bullshit. But we talk about Arsenal on the podcast once, and you go out of your way every single morning to say some bullshit about Chelsea or about Liverpool and how they're ruining the game. But we're your fanboys? Okay.
Oh
I will-
no, I'm not saying that you're fanboys. I'm just saying you're a Chelsea fan.
Okay.
We're what? 30 minutes into this podcast, you haven't said Chelsea once, and JP, City
I
fan,
don't need to.
hasn't said City once.
What do I have to say? Everything that's happened, we all know. You guys are talking about this because you need it to happen. Chelsea's won everything. City has won everything. You guys are sitting here in your corner, curled up like, this needs to happen. If not, God, we're all going to be on 9 whatever. We're going to be on watch. We're going to be on watch because it's not going to be okay if we do not win this year. We're okay. We've won it all.
Arsenal fans are going to be listening to a lot of logic if Gyökeres doesn't turn out.
I said my summary in about a 90-second statement, which was time is going to tell. I think he does slightly better than people think he's going to do, or from what they expect. And like I said, by January 1, I think we have an idea of this guy first stage of like if this is going to kind of work out or not. But I'm not going to freak out if he doesn't score the first match he plays. I'm not going to freak out if he's only got a goal going into September. You know, first analysis will maybe be around Halloween, but like y'all are crazy for spazzing out and saying if it's not the first week or
Do
they
you
lose
not?
this,
It's got to be
this-
immediate. It's got to be
Do
immediate.
you not think that if you guys drop 3 games in the first few weeks, that changes the season? You have teams like
What if Chelsea
guys-
lose their first 8 matches?
it is
that a
what it
bad start
is.
to a season?
Listen, it
Because
is
that's
what
possible.
it is. It is possible.
Yeah.
It's always possible. And
And
I'm
if they
sitting
do,
here
Nikos
saying
is going to be fucking
it's always
pissed.
possible. But what I'm telling you is that this league, there's no slip ups because Liverpool's going to come out here and potentially not lose a game. City's going to come out here and potentially
This is
not lose a game.
crazy
We
coming
have-
from a
we have
club
two-
that's been behind us for like 3
But
years.
look! I just spoke facts right there, and you just have to. All you do is think of what am I going to say that's going to irritate him.
I'm not.
Also,
I'm not
also
speaking false
pause,
stuff here.
pause. It's rich
I already
that
said what I said.
you
It's
came
gonna
in
take
here.
time.
No, it's so rich. It's so rich that you like the first thing you did when we, when we went all in and the chips were on the table. Immediately, the thing that you said was, "Well, we're 30 minutes into the podcast and you guys haven't talked about Manchester City or Chelsea. We have an agenda. We have a list of things we talk about. And
The thing on the agenda was Arsenal.
Foley said to talk about was Gyökeres. So it's really rich that's
I
the real thing you
already
talk.
said. I said what I said initially. It was the first words I spoke on this topic, which is time is going to ultimately tell. And by January 1, we're going to know. Maybe even by Halloween.
By
we're gonna,
January 1. See, that's such a cop out. Okay,
Yeah.
well, Gyökeres.
I'll just
It's
sum
either
this up with,
great or it's awful.
I'll sum this up. I agree with everybody in the sense that we do not have time for him to take off. If he is not ready, Havertz has to start. If he is not up to speed, if he's not up to having 90 minutes in the legs, if he can't do that, Havertz has to start because, like Nico said, we're allowed 2 losses all season. That's it. It's a 4-horse race.
not losing week
You guys
one.
love
Obviously,
the
these
draw
things
matches
do-
too.
Listen, yes. So that's what I'm saying. We only
So
have
you're
2
allowed
losses.
2 losses.
That's it. And because City got stronger, Liverpool got a lot stronger, Chelsea got stronger, Arsenal got stronger. Those are the 4 teams. You know, those 4 are going to be in a title race. It's just how long is that title race going to go, but those are the 4 names. So he definitely has to start well. But because we have Havertz, he doesn't have to start game week 1 like that. I think we can beat United with Mikel Merino as striker. Shit, I think we could beat United with me or Wes at striker, but that's just because United suck. But
We beat everybody last year with Mourinho at striker.
so talking about United, also they need a
Get
striker.
them in the league. They do, and your guy's favorite target may be going to United.
Benjamin Sesko looks like he's looking at United and Newcastle now for 80 to 90 million is the proposed fee.
So Gyökeres turned down United for
63
Arsenal,
million.
but Sesko turned down Arsenal for United.
He
Is that
turn
what
us down.
I'm getting?
no, he didn't turn us down.
Well, from what you guys said, what Kyle said, the report he saw was that he was afraid to be a part of Arsenal because he wouldn't get the first call up on the team sheet. Yeah,
I was also
That's-
following it, and ultimately Arsenal were told 90, and they just weren't going to pay it. They were looking at Gyökeres for 63 to swindle. Now that's a swindle to swindle him up for 63.
God, I hope
Guy
he goes.
scores the
Time will
most
tell.
goals in Europe last year.
time will tell.
Champions League.
Well, if you just
January
wanna
1
go
will
off-
know.
If you just want to go off his transfer market, he's rated 75 million on transfer market. We got him below that. And Sesko, they
With
definitely
add-ons.
wanted too much for Sesko, and also the
So
agent
that's
fee.
the benchmark.
The agent fee, he wanted some stupid amount for Sesko as well, and he was trying to play his hand and definitely fucked up because his player is not going to go to in Arsenal. They're going to go to United in 17th or a Newcastle without Isak, so now they're basically starting from scratch again. So
Oh, he'd be replacing Isak.
yeah, but he's not at Isak's level, and neither is Newcastle. Newcastle can't get anybody to sign. Newcastle are in a tough position here.
Alanga.
That's
Yeah,
it.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody is, you know what I mean? That's not.
So Sesko potentially to United, potentially to Newcastle.
Yeah,
James Trafford
to City.
back to Manchester City.
Yep.
Wes is laughing because Wes has no ball knowledge. They sold Trafford.
Hold
Burnley.
on. Wes, what team did he play for?
Trafford?
Yeah,
He was from City, but he's played at Burnley.
You son
you
of a
just
bitch.
heard me say.
We talked about it last episode.
The propaganda of I arguably Ecos is maybe a close second, but I probably had the best ball knowledge of players and stats.
I'll take second.
Remember that
Okay,
line.
so Wes.
Wait, who's number- wait. Who's-
Nope,
who's-
nope. Whoa, wait. Just remember that line, but continue. Do not reply to that line.
Wait,
Okay.
No,
who's
no,
number-
trust me. Continue.
No, I must know. Wes, who do you think number one is?
No, I'm telling
I
you.
think
just
I
continue.
know. I think I know
Just
what's going
continue.
on
Nope,
later.
just
I know
continue.
what's going on later.
No, listen. Whatever. Wes, you said I'm second. Who's number one?
That'll be on the next episode.
Oh, fuck that! You just made a
You gotta
mistake, and
tune
you
in.
knew I was number one, and you said you were second.
You gotta tune in, and you gotta. Yeah.
Tune in to later
Guys,
this episode.
follow
is all
along.
I will say.
So City sold James Trafford to Burnley. It was, I believe, 14 or 15 plus add-ons, potentially up to 20. The add-ons ended up being 17.3. They're buying him back for 27. So they spent 10 million to send Trafford out to develop, and now they're bringing him back in as their Ederson replacement,
Great business.
potentially next year.
I was just going to ask,
I
does that
think
mean
that's pretty
Ederson
good.
is definitely leaving now? Do you think that guarantees
I
him going?
don't think he is. I think they brought him in because it was either he comes back to City or he goes to Newcastle, and
Yeah.
I don't think they wanted to give him a chance to go elsewhere. I think it may, because Trafford's decent with his feet, but he's like Ederson's different with his feet, right?
Yeah, he's the
Ederson may
best.
not be
He's the
So,
best
like,
with his feet compared to everybody.
yeah,
else.
like Ederson's the best with his feet, and like there are some stats that like XG against your team, Ederson, based on that stat, is last season was actually the top keeper in the world. Which, based on the eye test, you would say, "Fuck no, that's not true." But XG against Manchester City, Ederson was the best keeper in the world. Trafford's a better shot stopper than Ederson today, I think.
So,
Yeah,
did you say
Nikos?
Ederson was the top? When? Wait, when?
So this past season in the Premier League,
Uh-huh.
XG against City and for each individual team for their
Mhm.
goalkeeper,
Mhm.
Ederson was the top keeper in the world in that stat.
What is that going off of? XG?
Expected goals against and goals allowed.
Yeah,
That
but
was
that's
a
probably
stat that
factors
I
in
saw.
defense.
Yeah, how much of like I was gonna say how much credit of
Yeah.
that goes to defense? I mean,
Right. So
I can think of 5 keepers better than Ederson right now.
So, Nikos, I'm not disagreeing with you. That's why I said if you look at like the eye test, if you like eye test, exactly. And I'm saying XG because Wes loves XG. It's like Wes's favorite stat. Wes has wet dreams about XG.
When have I ever mentioned that?
In our group chat.
Title this episode "Putting Words in Wes's Mouth." So between Nikos and JP, I've basically written a book that I've never spoken before. But continue.
Putting words in Wes's mouth. All right, Wes, I'm gonna make you happy. Dick.
We still have the
Bukayo
evidence of
Saka,
harassment
Bukayo
of the
Saka.
police.
So
My goodness.
I think Trafford's a better shot stopper than Ederson. With his feet, he's decent. I think because they got like a $3 million offer from Galatasaray for Ederson, they said, I think it's better to keep Eddie for another year. Work in training with Trafford because like Eddie knows he's not getting extended.
Yeah. So
I think
you're
that-
fine losing him on a free. Just
Exactly.
For the knowledge, it's worth the $3 million.
Exactly. Like it's worth just having
Great
him train every
business,
day next to the guy. It is great business. He won a Champions League and he won 4 in a row. So yeah, that's Trafford. I think
you
he's
think-
I think he's the number one next season, and I think he's the cup, like
I was
cup
just gonna
matches,
ask.
Carabao and FA Cup. He's the everyday in those, and Eddie's really aggressive. He will end up getting hurt at some point. You'll see a Trafford stint in the Premier League as well.
I also have. Speaking of, I was going to ask you about the cups if he's going to play the cups. So I think he will
Yep.
too. And then speaking of injuries, I wanted to quickly to wrap up the news. We have Isak potentially moving from Newcastle to Liverpool. What do you guys think about his injury record? Do you think that is, if you were a Liverpool fan, would you be nervous knowing that you're not getting him for 38 games?
No,
I've said that repeatedly, time and time again, that that's my biggest concern with him and why I'm glad Arsenal didn't go after him.
I think with what they've done already with Ekitike, whatever, that kind of gives Isak a little bit of a break. If he goes to Liverpool, it's not going to be like he needs to play every single game. He needs to play every cup game because he was the person at Newcastle that needed to play every single game. Less opportunity for injury, personally, just because he's not going to have that strain where he's going to have to play 90 minutes like every single game. I think he'll probably get a little bit of a break if he goes to Liverpool. If he stays at Newcastle, then we're going to look at the same thing. He's got to play every single minute, and then he's going to wear himself out and be hurt by half of the season.
Yeah. I also the same thing. I think that he's good going there because he can have, like you said, enough people around him to not play. Because I had to look it up. He missed 9 games last season, 12 the season before that, 18 the season before that. Then he missed 5. That was a better one. Then it was 15. That was all the way back in 18-19. So that's a pretty decent run of missing double-digit games almost every single year.
But with all that said, he was still one of the top goal scorers.
Exactly.
Still one of the most influential people on the pitch. Still one of the when he's in, he's scoring and influencing the game. So I mean,
they bought him for 1 season.
They had him for like 2+ seasons, and he brought them to where they are now. I mean, like, what do you
I
mean?
just mean like last year was like his like breakout year. Like I know he was getting better gradually, but it's really the amount of games he played last year that allowed him to perform more. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if he's going to ultimately go there. He probably will, but I can't wait to see the transfer fee. If it's anything near or over 100, which I don't think it
Oh,
would be.
yeah, it's 130.
It should
It'll be
be.
130. It'll be 130. Absolutely.
It should be.
So you're saying,
Wow.
okay, so
He scored 23 goals last year in the Premier
Again,
League.
21
the year before that.
at less than half that.
Well, that's why I said I don't know if Arsenal would, if you can go back in hindsight, would Arsenal rather Gyökeres and Eze or just Isak? I don't know.
Though they still got to go get Eze.
Yeah,
I
just
have
like
former.
money wise, I'm saying you can afford both for the same price of Isak. You know, whether it's Gyökeres,
A guy
Leao,
that
you know
a
what I
guy
mean,
that
like
could miss
Gyökeres and a
half a
winger.
season. He's got long, lengthy legs. He's kind of thin.
okay, I have a question. You said that cool. They got him for like 1 season, and he's always hurt. In 23, Newcastle finished 4th in the Premier League, and that was the best they've done in how long? They got
Yeah.
Champions League football,
Decades.
and then last year they finished in 5th, so they're still getting European football. If you don't think that the return from Isak, even if he might go, wasn't there to bring a club basically back from the ground, from the dead, that this Newcastle is a really historic club, awesome fan base, awesome stadium, awesome history. You know, you go back in time and they were the club. You know, there was a time period where Newcastle was that team. And this new regime that they have brought them back. So if you come in and say, like, and discredit what he did because he's always hurt, 4th and 5th place finish, and now making them a top 6 team, that's massive.
Again,
That is massive.
all I have said when you go back and watch this is that I have always complained about him being injury prone. That's all I've said. I didn't discredit him with what he did at Newcastle or anything. I just said he gets hurt.
Even with him being injury prone, look what he did for Newcastle.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going to say, yes, that's why they were 4th, not 5th, and that's why they were 5th, not 6th. But yeah,
He's
obviously
a
has an
match
impact
winner.
on the team.
Yeah,
Sure.
He's a match winner.
As is Gyökeres for less than half the price.
And not to the same output. When Isak went there, I remember I said in the group, that is a huge pickup for Newcastle because he is that good.
Yeah,
he
he
is
did
so
22
good, and he turned them around.
He did 22 games, 10 goals, 30 games the next year, 21 goals, 34 games the next year, 23 goals. So he went 10,
Let me
21,
ask you this
23.
honest question. If Liverpool get him for 130, we spend 63 or whatever with add-ons with Gyökeres. If Gyökeres scores 20 league goals next year and Isak scores 25 league goals, of course you want the 5 extra goals. But was it the financial better move? Was it worth 70 million more for 5 league goals a year, maybe? And that's if he scores more than Gyökeres?
At the end of the day, is it 20 goals and we won the Premier League? Or is it 20 goals and we came in second?
Take that they either both won the league or both didn't win the league. Make everything else even. Does it make
Wes, that's such a
sense
dumb question, though, because if you win the league and you have less goals, then yeah, that's obviously the better move, right? If you win the league, you spend less money, and yeah, your striker has less than a handful less goals. Of course, that's better. But
you couldn't
Arsenal
disprove my
isn't going
point
to
then,
win the
being
league.
that
So,
it's
like, you're asking
it's
if
just-
questions. If's a big word. If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. Like, if my niece had wheels, she'd be a bike. Like,
If my
what
grandma
do
had
you
wheels, and she would have been a bike.
It
exactly?
was just
Like,
a simple question. Would you rather take spending 130 million for 25 league goals or
But we
20
can't,
million?
as
or
you said earlier, time will tell. Because if you guys spend that much money on Gyökeres
it's
and
a
he gets you
simple
20 goals,
hypothetical question.
I think what Wes is saying, if you were like an Arsenal fan, would you rather them spend 130 on Isak and he scored you 25 goals, or 63 million on Gyökeres and he scored you 20? I think
If
That's all I'm
Isak won me the
asking.
league, I'd say
Let's
Isak.
just
If
say they
Gyökeres
both-
won me the
both
league,
of
I'd
them-
say Gyökeres.
both of them finished
It's like
second. So nobody won the league. You either got 25 goals for 130 or you got 20 goals for 60.
I think it's
I think
tough. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could say they score them out. I mean, then technically nobody's better than the other. I mean, they're both the same. I think Isak-
One did better business.
Isak has a history in the Premier League as of right now.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
him perform against the top clubs in the world. Gyökeres, of course, with any business coming from a league that isn't the top league, is always a gamble. That's realistically what we have to think about. Realistically,
He
and if
scored
you
a
don't,
hat trick against City in the Champions League. He's proven.
okay,
At their lowest
And-
point in the last decade and a half.
and so what? So, yes,
It just
He's a
well,
good-
it just disproves
at
your
no
point that you
point-
just tried to
at-
make.
at no
Just
point did I
disappointing.
say Gyökeres is not a good player. I still think he's going to come in and get 15 goals regardless. So at no point did I ever say that he was going to be a bust. He's going to get 15 goals regardless.
You
I'm
said
saying
if
I didn't
he-
say that. JP started.
I'm the
and-
one
and
who turned
JP
around and ate my hat and said I was more afraid of Gyökeres, but not on Arsenal. He's a
Wes, you just wanted to
single-digit
come
goal
out-
scorer.
and make wild claims, and no one asked me my thoughts on Gyökeres. No one asked me my thoughts. All right.
Once again, I was asked what are my thoughts, and I just said time's going to tell. I think he scores slightly better than people think he's actually going to.
Then Nikos, I'll give you the floor. Any closing thoughts to the all the news stuff before we move on to the last segment?
you know, Gyökeres looks pretty good. We'll see. Time will tell. Chelsea. Oh man, what's Chelsea up to? Xavi Simons. That's pretty cool. We're maybe crossing the line there. Who else? We got some guy by the name of
Jorel Hato.
Hato.
Yep.
One of the best left back combo center backs on the
yep,
market.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. We're not over the finish line there. So if we get those two players, a little Dutch connection there, that's gonna be sick. João Felix out the door for over 40-something million. That's good business. Yeah, I think I'm good.
I had one last thing, two things. Wes, how do you feel about signing Xavi Simons next summer from Chelsea, or maybe the summer after, or Hato? Because those are two names that Arsenal were linked to. So if he goes to Chelsea, let them get some Premier League experience, and then they could come over to the red side in a year or two, because we have to buy a Chelsea player every year. So maybe next year it'll be somebody that we actually want.
It won't be somebody
I
that
haven't
free.
seen the Hato fee, but yeah,
35.
I would have.
Roughly
I wouldn't have
35
minded
on that
him at
one.
Arsenal.
That's pretty good for 35.
But instead,
Not gonna lie.
we just got the equivalent from Real Sociedad,
Yeah,
or
he's
was it
been,
Valencia? Sorry,
The equivalent.
Valencia.
Mosquera.
Mascara.
Also, I just
Both
wanted
young
to.
Center backs, they both have promising.
I
futures.
wouldn't say they're equivalent, but I think
wouldn't
of
either.
course I'm going to say this because I'm a Chelsea fan, but I do think Hato is probably a little bit more of a better player. But I think
The
I think if
Hato's,
we're all
Hato's
being
kind
honest,
of been
neither
running
of us.
the.
You know what?
Hato's been
Yeah,
running.
yeah, you know
Hato's
what?
been.
West I
Hato's
like that.
arguably been the best defender in the Eredivisie for the last 2 years.
How about
I'm-
okay?
I'm not going to lie. I don't know.
We want to talk about
Yeah.
leagues, but none of us have watched either of these two men play for any length. So for now, they're even until they show themselves in the Premier League.
Good.
Negative
One,
on.
one more Premier League transfer that I just have to say, just for this. Granit Xhaka is coming
He's
back to the Premier League,
Oh.
and he's coming to play on Sunderland. But here is the key point. They're making $5 million more on Granit Xhaka sending him to Sunderland than when Arsenal sold him. They actually are going to make $5 million on the transfer of Granit Xhaka.
Because he went and popped off in Germany. He literally became one of the best.
But he's 3 years older. That's what I'm saying.
He
Arsenal
literally-
can't sell, but it doesn't matter. Arsenal, that's what I'm saying. Arsenal could not sell a great center mid to then go to Germany and become the best center mid. And still we can't do it.
When he left Arsenal, it almost seemed like he probably should have just retired at that point.
Yeah.
Then he went to Germany and was like, "Who's this guy? Who's
Wait a
this
minute, I
guy
can
over
do
here
this?
that
I
just
can still
scored
do this?"
screamers?" Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's He's good. He got a little resurgence in his career. Let's see how he does in the Premier League. But yeah,
I
So-
think the fee that they're paying is just due to the fact that they got the boatload. I think it's like the most money you
God.
can win in Europe is when you
Let's-
come up to the Premier League.
let's paint the picture
Wait,
right
wait,
here. Let's paint a picture.
Isn't
right
it
here.
right? It's like 100-something million
100 million for what?
when you get promoted into the
Oh,
like you get a boatload of money.
Like
Oh,
your
So,
yeah.
so I'm
influx of
saying
cash.
it's because they have so much money to spend.
Yeah.
Let me just paint a picture real quick. What's the Arsenal stadium name?
The Emirates.
Emirates.
It just slipped my mind. Emirates. We're at the Emirates. Sunderland versus Arsenal. Oh, Granit Xhaka running down the center of the field. 35-yard screamer against his old club. Oh, he must not celebrate because out of respect. No respect. He's running down the sideline. He took his shirt off. He's going nuts. He's going ballistic. It's like he's got rage against Arsenal. I can't wait to see that. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a replay of Emmanuel Adebayor when he scored that
Running
header
down to the
for City
running to the
against
corner.
Arsenal, and then ran down to the Arsenal fan section on his knees. What's hilarious is Arsenal got Christian Nørgaard as the replacement for Granit Xhaka. It's
Norgard, baby.